Hello again, this is John, and I said I was going to make a little video on how I do my Excel stuff. As you see here, I have my leaderboard up here for my 2007 season. As you see, we have the batting leaders, and this is the page that I would say that the public would see, the final product on the leaderboard. And all these little spots all actually have little formulas in them. These are really simple formulas for the end. As you see, there's the player's name and there's a little formula in there, which is just basically a copy formula, copy from another page. So what I'm going to try to show is basically how I put this together. It does require a lot of work, but I believe that the payoff is well worth it. As you see here in the bottom, there's 5 tabs. There's the leaderboard tab with the final leaderboards. There's the players tabs that have all the players from each team, all categorized. These are just the infield position players, outfield players. There's one here for the pitchers that has all the stats. There's one here for the total team, so I can keep team batting averages. And you know, as you see, these things got a formula to it. Every one of these pages have a formula. Then on this one I just did a hyperlink where I can come in here and I can hit any of these teams, my team, which was the Phillies here, and it just takes you right to the stat page, which is a pretty cool little feature. But when you make a leaderboard like this, it all starts here with these team stat ones. Now I have a stat one for every team. Every team's got their separate Excel sheet down here. And what you basically do is when you want to make this, well, let's see, I'm going to open up the default one that I've been working on that I put up on the page here, and these are the new ones I've been working on, where you put the player's name, position, fielding rating, and all the bunch of stuff. And as you see here, for the hits, for everything in yellow, stolen base percentage, all these things here, all the ones that I wrote the formulas for, that have formulas to figure all this out as you type in the stuff. And this is where it all starts. It starts on this page. So what you see here is if you write a normal formula like this, if you want to figure out the hits. So let's say that here's a normal formula. We'd say equals, I don't know how everybody is in Excel, but all formulas start with an equal sign. And basically what I have here is just add up all the hits. Add up the singles, doubles, triples, and home runs. I don't know if you guys are that familiar with an Excel, but as you see here with the formulas, they all have a dollar sign with the cell column, and then where it starts, which is J2, K2, L2, M2, which is the singles, doubles, triples, and homers. But as you see, as a normal formula leaves a 0. I like to keep clean pages. I don't like to see the zeros in there. So what you can do is you can write a little, what they're called, if-then statements. And what that basically is we can add on to that formula, as I have it in this formula box here, and I'll just drag this out. So I have a little formula you can put like this, and it says equals. If A2, and it's where you put the player's name, right here's where you put the player's name, and it basically says if that cell is the double quotations in the comma and then the double quotation, basically is just a variable. It says if that cell is basically empty, leave the box empty. So what you do is nothing will show up in that box until you type the player's name in. You can type in anything, as you see here. You can type in anything and just put like me. And as you notice now, now the number fills in, keeps it nice and clean. So if you don't have a 40-man roster, if you're only using 30 people, you don't see zeros everywhere. And which I did that, I wrote that formula for every one of the boxes that needs to be computed. But for these averages, if you can write another statement, which is called an if-error statement. And what that basically says is if you don't write an if-error statement, you'll have little NAs not available in the box. So what I did was I added on to the formula, and the formula goes like this. And it says basically, again, you write your if-then statement. If the A2 box where you would put the player's name is with the double quotations and it's blank, it says leave blank. But once you put a name in there, like I did here with the me, then it says, all right, you write if error. If the error comes up basically as an NA, then at the end you can say if error for what you're trying to figure out here, then leave a 0, which is the comma 0, and then all your curling black brackets, which are your closing arguments. Every one that starts an argument, as you see here with the if, there's 1, 2, 3, 3 arguments. You got to close it with the box, and then which is a great little thing in Excel is if you want to check your formulas, which you can do here. Is, let me take this off. What you can do here is, if you're not sure if the formula works, you can hold the Control-Shift-Enter key, and then what that gives you. It gives you a little curly bracket, and it tells you whether your formula is correct or not. And if it's correct, it just leaves it alone. So basically, that's how you start. That's how I start all these with my seasons, which I'm on now. As you know, you follow my 64. And that's basically it. So once you come over here, and I froze pane A, so that when you come over here, that the player's name always stays in one position. Everything else just moves along. So if you come over here and you type something else, we'll type in just a bunch of letters, and if you hit the enter sign, all the numbers fall into place. So that's basically where you start. And if anybody needs help writing any of their formulas, because some of these can get tricky. Some of them for the novice people, it kind of looks kind of long, but they're pretty easy to write. So I have a page there for these are where you put the players. And then I have one for the pitchers. And these are all the pitching stats. And again, you write formulas in here. Blown save percentage or the save percentage ERA. And it's basically the same kind of formula. You figure out, you got if the player is an A2, if nothing's there, leave it blank. Then it just says your if error. And then again, it says P2, which is runs times 9. And then a little divided by K2, which is the innings pitched. And it figures out the ERA. And I have that for that. Strikeouts per 9 innings, walk per 9 innings, the whip. And then on the third one here, I have the team scores. And this is where I like to keep all the stats. The scores, the final scores, and the pitching matchups. I like to put a little description here, the game facts. And then I keep a record. Let me open one here. And show you what an active one looks like. From my 64, let's go to the American League. Let's open up the Yankees page. As you see here, here's all the things. This one's not as in depth, but I got the batting averages. And then here in the team thing is the schedule, which I put whites away, the tan is for the home team. I put the final scores, yellow for the win. I put the pitching matchups. And then a little bit of game facts, as you can see here. And the game facts are always taken from the winning team. Best player from the winning team. And then I just keep a monthly record of what they're doing and what they're doing against the teams. And I do this for all, and I all hand input these as I play the games. I try not to get too far behind on that. So that's round one and where you basically start. And I'm going to end this one here, and then I'm going to pick up again with, once you have all your sheets filled out and you have all your teams placed, so then we're going to get ready and we're going to make a leaderboard. Thank you.